All right, we're going to define health today. I'm Dr. Patty Ann Ford. I own Imagine Wellness, which is a company in Redlands, but I see clients nationwide. I'm a dietitian and coach, and I will help you in your health by healing your relationship with food, your body, your weight, maybe eating. And if you're interested in doing a little bit of a deeper dive, more than a meal plan, you're a good fit for me. Maybe I'm a good fit for you. And if you're interested in conversation, if you're interested in transformation and introspection, if you're interested in a meal plan, we can do that too. We can keep it transactional and can keep it into behavior-based goals. Totally can do that. And my gift is in asking some questions so I can help you figure out where you want to go. So health, I have a book coming out called Discovering Your Food Story, Science, Shame, and Shifting Perspective, but the questions in the book are meant to create conversation. And one of the definitions that we offer in the book, so you can be in the similar arena that we're in, is health. If you actually sit and think, how do we define health? If I were to take 100 people, let's make that easier, 10 people in a room, they're most likely would be similar themes, but very different definitions on what that actually looks like. My health and my expectation is going to be different than someone who's 75 years old, is going to be different than someone who's 15 years old, is maybe different for a woman who's the exact my age. I'm 42. And their health is going to look different than mine because they have a different body, they have a different social circle, they have a different home life, they have different biology. And so I think we can come to the agreement that we're trying to feel better, but feeling is subjective. You can measure your biophysical experience, like heart rate, blood pressure, diabetes. Blood sugar. I wear an Oura ring. I can measure my heart rate variability. I can track my sleep, which has been interesting. I've been doing it for a year, and it's been interesting because then it can confirm what I intuitively was feeling, but sometimes that makes me feel worse. Like when I know I didn't sleep good and then I see it in numbers and then I see a report, it actually makes me feel worse. Versus when I thought I slept bad, but then I look and I actually slept good, I actually now all of a sudden have this placebo effect. Oh, okay, I feel better. It's wild to kind of play with this experience of a wearable. There's so many different brands you could do, but that's been fun for me because I've stepped into being in 40s and a woman, in a biology of a woman, it changes. And so I love my health right now, but is that going to change in the next 5 years? Potentially. Am I going to be able to understand what's happening in my body? I went through in my 30s, I'm going to summarize it and say about 10 years of IVF, which is oh my gosh, I've said IVF so much, I can't remember the name of the acronym. Something vitro fertilization. It's a fertility treatment because my partner and I can't naturally have babies on our own. And wow, was that wild to be in my body on a million different exogenous hormones. There were moments where I was so uncomfortable. There was moments when I loved it. There was moments when I wanted to crawl out of my skin. There was moments when I would be so joyous. So it was a roller coaster where compassion and presence and grace was required. And I sometimes didn't do any of those things. My health, my definition of health is very different in my 30s than it's forming in my 40s. It was very different in my 20s. I didn't even think about this when I was 10 in my teenage years. I didn't have these conversations. I was 10. I was a very innocent 10, which I loved. And so health and your definition changes as you change. And it is okay to use boxes of age, BMI, not always, that's a hard conversation. Blood sugar, it's okay to use these things, but are these numbers suffocating your experience of health and making you feel like crap? Or are they supporting you in you reaching your best optimal life and what that looks like? And that's actually in there as a little bit of our definition from the book, Discovering Your Food Story, Science, Shame, and Shifting Perspective. And so you'll hear a lot about this in the upcoming YouTube videos, and I hope it gives you something to chew on, pardon the pun, on what is the definition of health for you. Thanks for watching. If you like this, like and subscribe and follow along. Okay, bye.